Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. And today, I don't want to say it's going to be a rant, but I might get a little annoyed. It's more of a discussion about how to act when you're in a retail store, when you're a customer in a retail store. Because I had a few incidences recently, and this is also going back to my job prior to moving to to Jersey, but so I work for a store. I'm not going to say the name because that's unprofessional. But we do piercings, we sell accessories. Um, we have a couple of different sister stores. And my mall just happens to have, the mall that I work at happens to have my store and one of our sister stores. So this woman comes up to my store and she's like, I was just down in your other store and there was only one person down there, and she was piercing ears, and she said that it would be about 15 minutes before she could get to us. And depending on what she was doing when they walked in to, you know, I don't even know, she was looking for a phone case for her kid or something. And so depending on when she walked in, yeah, a piercing could take about 15 minutes if you go through the paperwork and the actual piercing and where the person wants to get pierced, the age of the person who wants to get pierced, because sometimes I'm not a huge fan of piercing at a store like mine or the sister store, or there are a few others in the mall. Ours is pretty good. Um, I do know how to pierce through my store. So, like, I would prefer people went to tattoo shops, but in all in all reality, the ears are pretty easy to pierce. I mean, I got two holes in my head, and I got them from this store before I even worked there. So, I mean, obviously, I got this. I don't know, you can't really see it. Um, from a piercing shop. You could only get it from like a tattoo shop or a pierce parlor or whatever. But so yeah, 10, 15 minutes to pierce somebody's ears. Yeah, that's I mean it sucks to have to wait, but sorry, I guess is all I can say to you. Um what really bothers me is how long she complained about it, because it's like I can't tell you anything. I'm not a scheduling manager. I'm not I'm not corporate. My face is super shiny. Like, look at how shiny I am. Anyway, but I'm not corporate. I don't have any say in our hours. And she just kept going on and on about how it's ridiculous to only have one person there and there should be more people. And I wanted to sit down and explain to her that we have a certain amount of hours, maybe 150 work hours a week. We're not going to waste all of that, and we have to spread it between maybe 10 people. We're not going to waste all of our working hours on a Tuesday afternoon. Like, we're not going to, because it's not busy enough to need it. So, yeah, a lot of times during the week, there's one person working in the store. I mean, it's how it is, and there's not anything that any of us can do about it. And she's, well, what if you were here and somebody came in to get their ears pierced? And I'm like, unfortunately, I try to get to people first come first serve, but you might have to wait. Like, and she just couldn't understand, like, one, that the world didn't fucking revolve around her, and two, there's literally nothing we can do about it. Like, and that's something, like, be a little patient. And this is with retail workers and wait staff and anyone who has to deal with the public, custodial staff, fast food service people, like, just, you're not the center of the entire fucking universe. Like, there are other people before you, and there are going to be other people after you. And if you have a little bit of patience, it makes everything go faster. Because you could sit there and complain that it's taking too long for your Whopper to be prepared, but the longer you complain about it, the slower they're going to go. Kind of on purpose, because you're being an asshole. The other thing, and I've had this at every place I worked, so this isn't my new job specific, but I've had this everywhere I have ever worked. If you wear a bra, first of all, I appreciate you for wearing a bra, because I definitely don't want you to bend over, and I don't want to see all of that. Bras are not pockets. I have boobs, as we all know. I have very large boobs. So I know what goes on in a bra. Sweat. And it's gross. And it's slimy. And it's stinky. And it's 800 degrees outside. And you have decided to put your money in your bra. First of all, money is disgusting. Money is probably the most germy, disgusting, dirty thing on the entire planet. Like, it's just gross. I've had to count large sums of money while working, and your fingers are so dirty, they're like black at the end, and it's gross. And all I want to do is just put hand sanitizer and soap and water and just, it's gross. So you decide to put that in your bra and sweat, so all that dirt is transferring just so easily to your skin, which, yuck. And I'm not even like a germaphobe or anything. I prefer to be fairly clean. I like to, wash my hands. I like to wash my hair. I just like to be clean. So you hand me this sweaty, crumply bill. It's like, that's disgusting. That's absolutely fucking disgusting. I do not want your sweaty boob money. I don't. I don't want to touch it. It's so gross. It's like seriously, like, and if guys are watching this and they don't understand, take a piece of paper, like just a regular sheet of paper, and like put it behind your knee and sit with one leg tucked under you so that it's all hot, and that's what it feels like, only it's worse because it was by somebody's boob. So it's like right here, like, or down lower, and it's like near the armpit. It's gross. Just stop giving me boob money. Buy a purse. We're in an accessory store. There are 18,000 purses over there. Why don't you go pick one out? I bet one of them will look cute with your outfit. Like, just, if you don't need to have a big, huge purse. You could have a little purse, a little teeny tiny one, and get a little billfold and shove that, and then you're done. And I know you don't want to carry around a purse. I mean, it is a pain in the ass. And I know women's pockets suck. But these are not pockets, because it's gross. And there are definitely days where, like, I take the bus home, and it's really hot, and I come home, and it's just like, I just want to take a shower because it's all gross. So, yeah. Patience, and don't give out boob money. Like, I don't know why we have to have conversations like this about retail workers, and just be polite to retail workers. If I come up to you and say, "Hi, how are you doing?" I know it sounds super fake, and I know it's not how I'd like to start a conversation, and I have tried other ways to start conversation. But "Hi, how are you?" is a pretty common retail greeting. Just say hi. Say, "I'm good, thank you." Just acknowledge the person like they're a human being instead of staring. Like, this is the look I get. Like, don't do that to me. Like, don't look at me, roll your eyes, and not say anything. Like, that's rude. Like, who raised you if you're doing that shit to somebody? That's fucking rude. So, just don't be rude to people. Like, I have to be there for 6 to 8 hours a day. I don't necessarily want to. Like, there's a million and one things I would rather do than work. Playing Pokemon is one of them, but in order to get my Pokemons, I need to have the monies. We all need to have money. And again, this isn't toward everyone. Like, I know there are people who are on the autism spectrum, who are nonverbal, or who are just painfully shy. And working in retail for as long as I have, I can say it's pretty easy to tell the difference. Like, I used to be on register all the time, and I definitely can tell the difference between people who are just really shy or nonverbal or have limited verbal. I think that's the term. And someone who's just being an asshole. So if you're painfully shy or you have anxiety or you don't, you know, you don't, I can tell because I'm the same way. Um, I do get times when I'm just like, I'm so anxious that I'm just like, I just want to come in here and buy this milk and go home. um, but yeah, just, it's about politeness, and it's something about working in retail that people who shop in the store tend to think you don't exist as a friggin' person. I've noticed that a lot, that so much of like the rudeness and the shittiness of people is because they tend to not view me as an actual human being deserving of respect. And that's a really shitty attitude to have. So just try to just try to make everyone's day a little bit less stressful, and just try to be nice to people. I don't know what else to say. Like, that's the main point of this, is just be nice to people. They don't want to work 8 hours in retail on their feet. My store happens to be extremely warm. And like I said, it's been in the 90s here, like, most of the time. And it's close to, I would say, 85, 86 in my store at any given time. So it's warm. And nobody wants to be there. Nobody wants to be sweating, and, I go to work and I do my makeup and I look cute for 5 minutes and then I look like a sweaty, shiny, horrible mess. Like, nobody wants to deal with that. And, yeah. But I will talk to everybody later time. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and good night. Bye bye.